let's talk about the source one, first source. I'm sorry, first source. How many referrals you guys made?
How many? I didn't hear the whole question.
How many referrals did they make?
Oh, you're asking that to Mr.
Yes, I'm asking it to him.
I'm sorry, sir.
Referrals to the refinery for contractors. You know, we got a major job going on at Valero's. We have a major one in Motiva. Can't hardly park anywhere. But last time you were here in December, that's something I brought to your attention because I knew how important it was, and I hadn't seen nothing shaking. So I kind of threw it out there for you all to get on it. So how many referrals did we get?
None as we sit here tonight because we are working to evaluate that program. There are some things that, as a part of the overall strategic planning, where we may make that program a little bit more robust. We're working with our strategic partners as well as industry on some ideas that perhaps can just, again, fine-tune the overall program.
Mr. Stokes, we can always fix things. We can always tweak things. But when something is in place and it's working, we need to work it. If it needs to be tweaked, you need to tweak it. The fact that we had these two big jobs and we didn't do no referrals, the fact that I mentioned it in early December, I don't see it. You know, we have policies and procedures down there already in place. The first source is already in place. If you need to tweak it, tweak it. But there's no reason not to be executing it. You know, and I think, and that's one thing. And the reason I'm saying that, I mentioned last time, that's one thing that we got in place that really the council felt good about, because it was something to allow us to have a record of how many people that we refer out there for jobs. And because of the way the system is in place, they have to fill out a form if they hire them, and it comes back so we know they hiring. If they don't hire them, they fill out why they're not hiring. But we can measure if they hiring or not because we have an incentive in their contract based on hiring. This is a surefire way of doing it. You know, so I mentioned it in December. It's in place. If you want to tweak it, fine. But not working it is not the answer. You know, so board members, you need to kind of find out some of the things we got and some of the things I know coming on. I liked y'all when I first got on it. But after a while, you find out how the EDC operates, some of the critical things that the EDC does. And one is you got to generate revenue. You can't just keep spending money and not generating revenue. And I think part of that, I like to say to council, is that we got to also take a note, because we have to try to keep our appointees on there, because we've been having a lot of turnovers and stuff due to elections and everything. So hopefully, you know, we're going to get commissioners on there and let you all be there long enough so you all could get all these things and it won't be so many turnover. Because I know my appointee did resign, and the fact that my appointee resigned and told me that there's nothing happening, it's kind of disheartening. Okay, and I'm just saying like it is. I was shortly after leaving, an appointee left and said the same thing. So we need to make sure that we kind of get the right people on there and keep commissioners and not rotate y'all so often, and therefore y'all could get intact. So I'm not putting the blame. I accept responsibility too, and that's what this meeting is about, for us to put it on the table and work together, and not point fingers and stuff, but identify what is important and what's not. And you all got to generate money. You all have got to generate money. You can't spend money. You have got to generate money And the two main resources you got to really take advantage of in the business park. And that's all I got.
Okay, thank you.